Oh, it says I'm live. Oh, man. I'm live, but I got to take this camera. I'm sorry, that piece of tape my wife put on my laptop camera, going live here, talking about a few things like pocket gear. First of all, I'm going to get I haven't gone live, I don't think, ever on YouTube, and I just thought I'd try it out because I'm in between teaching classes right now, and the class took a break from their filmmaking work, their assignments that they're doing. And I wanted to talk about a couple things. First of all, the England lockdown that was announced for July 15th by Pastor Gates. I put that video up there. It's like, I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought that's the ultimate in, conspiracy theory challenges is, hey, if somebody's going to say something like that, the day before, I want to kind of see, what's going to happen. What's the prediction or the inside information he was given? Is it going to happen? Didn't happen. It's not midnight yet. But I'm betting that there's not going to be a lockdown in England. Anyway, what's going on in Canada, Toronto, Canada, where I am right now? Well, Toronto's fine. I mean, I live right downtown, and it's a bit of a cesspool downtown, very much like New York City, although I always felt in all my travels to New York City that it was a little grimier and there's more garbage piled up and stuff. But we have a corner right here where I work, and it's a mix of really, really, hard done by people, as well as tourists. Anyway, I'm going to go on, and I'm not going to comment too much about Canada, except for the airports appear to be a mess because, the government can blame it on what they want. They actually said that people forgot how to travel because of the pandemic. Well, people just forgot how to travel. Oh, come on. We forgot how to tie our shoes, I guess, too, right? I wear loafers half the time, and I haven't tied my shoes in years, and I don't think I've forgotten about that. So I definitely wouldn't forget how to drag, luggage through an airport. Jeez. Anyway, pretty lame. The stuff that they come up with are federal government on the federal level, the liberal government. The stuff that they come up with sometimes is like, do you really think we're that stupid? I think they think we're really that stupid, but we're not that stupid. And we realize the level of corruption and obfuscation and lies, etc. So not very impressed with our government, and hopefully we have a change sooner rather than later. But that's enough about politics. I'm going to talk about the pocket gear that I have. First of all, I have this thing here. It's the Canon ELPH340 HD. I think that's what it is. HS, sorry, not HD. And it is a point and shoot camera by Canon. It's pretty amazing. So this is number one in my pocket gear. I've had this in my satchel for years. Takes great HD footage. Me in HD. Me shooting me in HD. It's on auto mode. I don't have any settings that I want to adjust. No shutter speed. It just does what it does. It looks great. I brought this to a couple of concerts and got some really fantastic video. The only issue, of course, with point and shoot cameras like this is if there's too much bass or it's too loud, it's going to distort. So otherwise, the image quality is fantastic. And this thing does fit in your pocket. It would fit in my pocket, but I keep it in the satchel all the time. And I take video on it as well as I take still pictures. It's great. Amazing. I got this as it was a bargain because it was a floor model for, I don't know, $40, $50 off, and I took advantage of it. That was a few years ago. So I've had it for several years, and as a retro review, I think it's fantastic. Now, what do we have here? Testing. I don't think my mic is working. Is my mic working? I don't know. Well, it appears to be working. Testing. Well, yeah, it looks like it's working. The DJI Pocket Osmo. So it's actually called Pocket Osmo. I did a video that's comparing this to the Fimi Palm, which is great. They both have different looks. They both have different sound, but they're both pocket gimbal cameras with 3-axis head there. It's pretty smooth. This is great. Shoots 4K. I haven't shot 4K on it because my computer would melt if I tried to edit 4K video, I'm sure. But I've shot a lot of HD and everything. I've done a lot of not blog postings, but like YouTube videos with this. I put this on the dashboard. I've got a holder for it. I think I still have the holder for it. I might have left it at home, whatever. But it comes in a little case to protect it. This thing is awesome. I've had it for, I think, a couple of years now. Yeah, and I love it. It's working perfectly. Nothing wrong with this thing. It gets pretty warm when you're operating it, but that's the same with my dash cam in my car. It gets pretty warm. The other thing I have for pocket gear today would be the Zoom H1N. N stands for new. It's great. Since the H1, they've improved the top plastic part here to contain the microphone elements. It's got all the controls on the front. You slide the switch on the side down to turn it on, and it glows like that. And it gives you all like a big screen, a big, nice backlit screen. But what they've done with this version is they've included a bunch of buttons on the front so you can quickly access the quality, the high pass filter, the limiter, and the automatic gain control, as well as they put a volume control up here. And it goes from 0 to 10. So if you want to pad something down, you actually have to turn it down to like 1 or 2 if something's too loud. It's a great little unit. The only issue I've had with this, sound quality is amazing. I plug in external microphones. I get great results on this thing. The only issue that I've had with this is the battery holder, the battery compartment. The little piece of plastic broke off. So I have to put an elastic band around it. So these things, it wasn't meant to be used a lot. You see the little piece of plastic is missing on one side, so it doesn't lock in properly. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to use one of these pocket recorders or anything that takes like AA or AAA batteries, I'm using IKEA batteries with 900 milliamp hours. That is the secret to make this thing last long in the field. It has nothing to do with sound quality. It has to do with the capacity of the battery. Okay, will not affect sound quality in any way that I've ever noticed. It's powering up the unit. And the IKEA batteries, here's the trick with the portable batteries for the field, if you're going to use them for something like the Zoom H1N, is that they have to be high capacity. So a AAA battery should be like 900 to 1,000 milliamp hours. If it's 500 milliamp hours, it's not going to last that long, right? And if it's a double battery, at least 2,000 milliamp hours, if not 2,500 milliamp hours, even better. But if you got an 800 milliamp hour or 1,000 milliamp hour AA battery, that's not going to last very long in the field. That's the thing. Some people say rechargeable batteries don't last that long because the voltage isn't high. It's not about the voltage, because the voltage, like a 1.5 volt battery, is rarely 1.5 volts. It starts a little higher, ends a little lower, right? There's a window, an operating window, where it starts off and gradually loses its charge. It's really about the capacity. Anyway, I got the wind filter for it too. I think I paid $20 or something for that. And it's great. So when I'm outside, and it gets pretty windy in Toronto sometimes, and I absolutely need this if I'm going to pull this out and record something on the street. So it's very handy for capturing sounds no matter where I am. That's why I have it with me all the time. I've got all this pocket gear with me all the time. Every time I leave the house, I leave with these 2 cameras, extra batteries as well. And I got the batteries. It's a Canon battery, I believe, or some knockoff. I'd say be careful with the batteries for something like this. It takes a proprietary battery, of course, but I'd be careful with knockoffs. I bought a new Canon 250D or SL3, whatever they name it, I guess, for the different regions, whatever. That one, I'm not going to buy a knockoff battery for that one, because the camera was $900. And if you buy a knockoff battery, then you risk ruining the camera. Like some people have reported the cameras, the battery compartment melting. So I'd be careful with the batteries. Now, I did buy high capacity batteries, a knockoff battery for this Canon. Have not had problems with it so far. No, and there's no problems. The battery's fine. I think with the batteries, with the batches, it's hit or miss. But batteries, very, very important for these units being used in the field. Is you got to consider the battery. If it's a proprietary battery, it's going to be a lithium ion. How long is this battery going to last? That's the question. In this DJI Osmo, I have no idea. I really don't. I hope it. So far it's lasted for 2 years, and I don't use it every day. Lithium ion batteries do have like a limited charge life, so you can charge anywhere from, well, you can read reports depending on the lithium ion battery, anywhere between 300 and 800 times or charge cycles. So far so good with these portable pocket gear. Very, very handy to capture high quality images, high quality sound. I'll very often put these 2 things on a custom rig. and record with the DJI plus this. I can do an interview with anybody at any time just by taking the microphone. I also carry a lavalier mic I can plug right into this unit, put it in front of them, clap my hands to sync up the audio and video, and do interviews on the fly. Anyway, I can't believe this is going on over 10 minutes. Sometimes I'm just a motor mouth. My class isn't even back. I think they're taking an extra long time to have their lunch. They've been working very hard. It's the last day of the term, and I really look forward to them finishing all the projects and marking all their assignments and everything. It's been a whirlwind the last few months. I've tried to post videos, but I just haven't had a lot of time posting videos. And I thought I'd just go live since I'm alone in the room. I am alone. Yeah, nobody's here except the dummies over there, the puppets on the table, having a puppet show. Anyway, I don't know if there's any comments. I've never done this live stream before. Oh, I guess I can say something. Hello. There, I will say something there. I said hello in the chat. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Okay. I don't want to learn more about that. That's all I have to say about Pocket Gear. Very handy. I don't know how many cameras I have. I probably have 7 or 8 cameras. But they all have different functions. I use them for different things. And the Pocket stuff is just amazing. When you don't have your full format SLR or camcorder, these are perfect alternatives. I'm going to actually probably post another video of video I took at live concerts, including Fleetwood Mac, the B-52s, Bell and Sebastian, and Pretenders, and everything. I bring this to every concert I go to. Again, the sound, if you're far away, it sounds okay, but it's not. It's mostly about the visuals. And if it's too much bass, it's going to distort. But Bell and Sebastian was an excellent sounding show, and it picked up the audio just perfectly, right? Not as good as the H1N, but I'm not allowed to take this out at concerts. So I think that's all I got to say. Oh, how do you keep your hair so... I have a secret. There's a secret about my hair. It's been the same since I've been about 18. I cut it myself. I don't trust other people. Because and if I cut it myself, I make enough mistakes over time, or it creates this wave just on its own. Every 5 years, I get it cut by somebody else. And the last time I got it cut by a professional hairdresser said, "Oh, who cuts your hair? You do a pretty good job." Well, I got a couple of mirrors in the bathroom. So what you're seeing in these waves are mistakes. Pretty much. Well said. Thank you. So yeah, don't cut your hair at home if you don't have the mirror set up. I don't care. It takes me about a week to cut my hair. I just the first day is major cut, and every second day is fix all the mistakes. But yeah. Anywho, thanks for stopping by. I didn't know how this thing would work, but I think I'm probably going to. Well, they're not back yet. Don't want this to be a super, super long video, so I'm probably going to log off for now. And well, thank you for joining me, Ryan. There was somebody else, but I guess they disappeared. But anyhow, I'll probably try to do more of these things with better content. I thought that the Pocket Gear might be a good discussion to have, because you got to have this stuff. People think you buy the large stuff, it's there, so not necessarily. Anywho, all right, I'm going to log off for now. Cheers. Have a great day, Brian.